Welcome to today's deep dive. Usually a map gives you, a clear blue line right to your destination. But when it comes to the ultimate meaning of life, the GPS is totally dead. We are, navigating entirely in the dark.
Yeah, we really are.
Today we're jumping into Mohammed Alamassi's book, The Strategy of Consciousness, to try and answer one really crucial question. How do you win a game when you don't even know the rules?
Right. And deciding how to play isn't just some fun philosophical luxury. It's actually pretty dangerous. Every single action you take it's an implicit wager on what reality actually is.
Because your assumption completely redefines what success even means for your life.
Exactly. We can't hit pause on life to just sit and figure out the universe, so our daily routines are essentially placing bets.
Let's think about the options here. If you assume the universe is just this natural, purposeless place, then success basically means maximizing your well-being and gathering knowledge. But if reality is, say, a cosmic school, success suddenly shifts to inner maturation. Or, going even further, if this world is a prison or a test, the only logical goal is liberation, escaping the system entirely.
And a life perfectly optimized for one of those scenarios could be a complete disaster in another.
Oh, 100%.
Chasing material comfort makes total sense in a purely natural world, but it's a massive mistake if you're actually sitting in a cosmic escape room.
It's like trying to win without knowing if you're playing an actual game of chess, a cooperative puzzle, or if you're desperately trying to break out of a locked vault. The winning moves are just entirely different.
Right. And the underlying issue causing all this confusion is epistemic circularity.
Which is what, exactly?
Well, we're trying to measure the box using tools that belong to the box. Because we observe reality from inside the system, absolute proof of any cosmological model is fundamentally impossible.
So the goal has to shift.
Exactly. It's no longer about finding the absolute right model. It's about figuring out how to act, given the permanent ambiguity.
Okay, but since the winning moves are so entirely different, making the wrong choice is catastrophic. So how do we actually choose?
Well, in a world of severe goal uncertainty, you have to prioritize robust strategies.
Meaning choices that perform reasonably well across a bunch of different scenarios.
Right. You want those over-optimal strategies, which are perfect for one specific scenario, but totally disastrous if your assumptions are wrong. Alamassi looks at how people historically handle this.
Like how the mystic chooses absolute withdrawal.
Yes, dedicating everything to the spiritual escape, whereas the worldly conformist chooses total adaptation, chasing only material success. But then there is the integration path, which is this flexible middle ground balancing both.
But wait, doesn't integration just make you a master of none? Like if reality genuinely is an escape room, you can't be a part-time escapee. Breaking out of a prison demands the extreme, total dedication of that withdrawal strategy.
You would think so, but that level of extreme specialization is incredibly fragile. Think about it. If you dedicate your entire life to escaping a prison, withdrawing from society, ignoring your health, but it turns out the universe is just a natural, purposeless world.
Man, you've completely wasted your only life.
You have.
Yeah.
So integration is about maximizing what Alamassi calls actual freedom.
So you build multidimensional capacities?
Precisely. You build wealth, physical health, emotional stability, not because material wealth is the ultimate cosmic goal, but because those resources act as an existential hedge.
They give you the tangible leverage and freedom to pivot your life's direction if your underlying worldview turns out to be wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
So this need for robust, flexible skills actually brings us to the exact place we must practice them. We always tend to think existential truth is found on, an isolated mountaintop, but it actually plays out right in the messiness of normal life.
It does. And Alamassi has this brilliant flip on mysticism here. He argues that everyday life, with all its relationships, daily routines, long-term responsibilities, is actually a high-difficulty testing environment.
Because it demands continuity.
Right. Experiencing a moment of spiritual ecstasy is temporary. And frankly, it's much easier than carrying complex emotional and financial burdens over several decades. That requires real structural stability.
We always think the ultimate test of character is surviving some grand cinematic crisis. But the real final boss is maintaining your patience, your compassion, and your psychological stability on a random, chaotic Tuesday.
Totally.
That stressful commute you hate. It isn't a distraction from finding cosmic meaning. It is the exact high-resolution mirror testing your adaptability and resilience.
The ordinary is the ultimate testing ground. By engaging deeply with it, You build those multidimensional capacities that prepare you for whatever the universe actually is.
So, existential agnosticism isn't a weakness, and it isn't a reason to be paralyzed. Accepting uncertainty frees you to live fully today. You use the challenges of daily life to build a robust, adaptable character, rather than just putting your life on hold until you figure out the universe.
I do want to leave you with a final thought to mull over, though. If we had absolute certainty about the nature of the universe, it would dictate all our choices. It would completely eliminate the adventure of living.
Oh, wow.
What if the profound ambiguity of the universe isn't a flaw? What is a deliberate feature, specifically designed to guarantee our free will?
That is wild. Keep that in mind the next time you feel lost in the ambiguity. Maybe the fact that our existential GPS is broken isn't a glitch in the system. Maybe navigating the dark is exactly the point.